Hey guys, hope everybody is doing really well. If you guys don't know me, my name is Shalia and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are not newbies, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Today we're going to be doing something a tiny bit different. We're going to keep up with the tutorials. However, we're going to focus on everyday glam. This is my everyday makeup look. It's not a 5-minute like run out the door no makeup look, but it is something that is great for every day. It's not too much. So if you guys have the kind of job where maybe wearing too much makeup is not appropriate, this is how I find my happy medium. Of course, you can tweak this to go a little bit more or a little bit less to your own personal likings. Lashes, no lashes, lipstick, no lipstick, whatever. This is what works for me. I do work in hospitality, so I do tend to go a little bit heavier than this, a lot more eyeshadow, bigger lashes. But whenever I'm just like out and about with friends, or I want to keep it kind of low key, or I'm running errands, or maybe I just don't have that much time on my hands, this is the look that I go for. It takes me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes max to do this. And so that's why I revert back to this anytime that I need to get in and get out really quickly. So I hope you guys stay tuned. And before we skip right on into this video, I'm going to ask you a small favor. I need you guys to please, pretty please, subscribe to my channel, like at the end of this video, and leave a comment if you got something nice to say. So here we go. Let's jump right on into this. So before I do anything, I'm going to moisturize and prime my face. I'm going to be using the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. This is what it looks like. I'll bring it a little closer so you guys can see. So a part of my everyday routine just includes some of my staples that I do even when I'm going full glam. My everyday makeup routine is not something that's like super light. It's not a no makeup look, so I don't want you guys to get confused with what we're doing today. So as usual, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Granite to go ahead and do my brows. And start with small strokes. Now, as usual, I am going to clean up my brows a little bit. This is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to be using a flat MAC brush in order to do that. Alright, that's pretty much it for the eye area temporarily, so we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to start with my NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. Get that a little closer for you guys. Put a little on my fingertips. Oh, between my primer and my moisturizer, I'm always like, smells so good. Alright, now that that is all done, we're going to take the NARS foundation. This is the All Day Weightless Luminous Foundation. Yeah, I said that right. Oh wait, no. All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And I'm just going to be using my beauty blender to do this. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, now that we're done with that, we're going to be going back in again with our Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and we're going to just highlight our face like we normally would. What we are going to do a little bit differently that I don't normally do if I'm doing eyeshadow is I'm going to take the concealer and I'm going to go ahead and swipe on my eyelids. So I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge, the pointed side of this, to go ahead and blend that out. So one of the reasons I like to put concealer on my eyelids is because when I'm not wearing any shadow, the concealer helps brighten up my eyes rather than them looking really dark like the rest of my foundation and having a really bright under eye. So basically it kind of just melts all the two together, and I just love the way it ends up looking by the time I'm done. So moving on, we're going to take our setting powder now. This is my beloved, trusted Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to take my same Real Techniques sponge and I'm just going to dip it in here. I'm going to go right under my eyes. So depending on the weather or the time of day or whatever, however my skin is behaving, I may wear more or less of this translucent powder. So you guys should be putting whatever is good for your skin. If you have dry skin and you go in with too much of this, you are going to hate the way you look by the time you're done. If you have really oily skin and you go too light with this, you're going to be super oily by the end of like a couple of hours because you put all of these liquid products onto your skin, all these creams and no powders. So you want to just do what's appropriate for your skin type, and then you will be super satisfied with the outcome. So I didn't go too crazy with the translucent powder, but I am going to dust off the excess, and this time I'm going to be using my Morphe M527 to do that. So when I'm not going super glam, I like to skip cream contour and go straight into powder contour. So I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is the medium to tan kit. I'm going to be using the two darkest colors and taking my Morphe M530 and dipping it in to the two darkest colors and applying it. So going right into the hollows of my cheek, I'm going to start in the center and work my way up and down. So you can see instantly the difference between this side and this side. Even with me just looking head on, you kind of can just see how chiseled out this side looks, rather hot, versus how kind of like flat and one-dimensional this side looks. Also going to take it a little bit up my temple bone, across my forehead, to add some warmth to my face since we brightened it up so much. Also going to go a little down my jawline. Now we're going to go back to the eyes. We're going to keep using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to go into the third darkest shade. You guys can use bronzer, you can use eyeshadow, you can use whatever you have to kind of just warm up your crease. I'm going to go in with this color here. So you guys can see I have like beat this palette to death, and I'm proud of that because it makes me feel good. So I'm going to use my Morphe M505, and I'm just going to go in here very lightly and go right into my crease. Then I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go into the second to last darkest color and go a little lower into my lid. Sorry, my crease. Okay, now that that's all done, I'm going to be going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit. I'm going to be using the golden bronze color and the dripping in gold. I'm going to take the I'm going to take my damp Real Techniques sponge, the side that already has the color on it, that's okay, and I'm going to dip it directly into golden bronze to start, and I'm going to lightly bounce that off of my hand to catch any like too much excess, and I'm going to go ahead and go right in. The reason I like doing this with a sponge when I'm doing a little bit more of like an everyday kind of glam is because it helps the highlight kind of just melt itself into your skin, and it looks a little bit more radiant. It looks more like a skin glow rather than like a highlight glow. I'm going to take a little and put it on the tip of my nose and a little on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm going to be using my Inglot Gel Liner in number 77 to create myself a wing. I'm also going to be using my MAC 210 brush. This is a super fine brush. It's one of my favorite brushes to use for this liner. Alright, now that my liner is all done, I'm going to go ahead and go in with mascara. I do sometimes line my waterline or add some shadow down here just to add a little bit more dimension to my eyes. But I'm going to keep this nice and simple for you guys. So I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now I'm going to apply lashes from my Ardell Foam Mink Lash Book in the number 812. This is going to be, oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. This one right here. I do want to go with a bit more of a dramatic lash. If you prefer a more wispy lash or a more natural lash, or if you guys have, like, you know, longer lashes than mine because I have nubs, you don't even have to put lashes. I know that they can be a hassle for some people, so they're very easy to skip. They're not very easy for me to skip. If I go a day with no lashes, it's because I had no time, like literally no time. Alright, I'm going to run back to my eyes really quick, and I'm just going to take the Dripping in Gold from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, a highlight palette, glow kit palette, and I'm going to just pop a little bit of this into my brow bone. Also going to go ahead and do the inner corner of my eye. And my Cupid's bow over here. You'll see in a second why I went over my Cupid's bow. So moving on to lips, I'm going to take my NYX lip liner in the color Coffee, and I'll go ahead and line my lips. So I do like to outer line my lips to make them look a little bit fuller. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't want you guys to be looking like, what the hell, why is she doing that? Next, I'm going to be taking my NYX Cosmetics Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the color Ruffle Trim, and I'm going to apply this to my lips. Now I'm going to take a little bit of She Bad from ColourPop. I'm going to backtrack a little because I forgot to put on blush. Duh. So for that, once again, I'm going to be using my Sephora brand blush in the color Too Hot. And because I want a more hefty glow today, I'm going to be going in with my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Alright, you lovely people, that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned something new. And I hope this, guys, helps you every day when you guys are going to work, going to school, just running to the grocery store, because you never know who you're going to run into. But before we conclude this video, I have one question to ask you, or really one favor. Please go ahead, click the red button and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and click the bell so you guys get notified as soon as I post something new. See you guys in my next video. Bye. My infocals. I feel like I look pale on this monitor, but oh well. Hey guys, my name is Shalia. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are